Amazing round of phone battles here between two phones who look pretty similar but are quite different. So we have the best from Apple against the best from Oneplus. And let's go right to it. So both these phones, 5.5 inch screens, 1080p. Now on the iPhone you have the 8th gen chipset and 3GB of RAM. Whereas on Oneplus you have the Snapdragon 835 and a crazy 8GB of RAM. Alright, so iPhone first one to boot up. This is the world's fastest phone to boot up. And Oneplus very fast as well. Alright guys, so next up we got the apps and games opening. You see everything's closed out on both phones. So first up we got NBC News. Okay, so pretty fast on both, a little bit faster here on the Oneplus. iPhone next. Okay, so this one a little bit faster on the iPhone. YouTube. A little faster on Oneplus. Calculator. And clock. A little faster on Oneplus. eBay next. A little bit faster on Oneplus. Alright, we got the photo apps next. And these are the default photo apps on both. Looked a little bit faster on the iPhone. Alright, so now we get into the more interesting stuff. We got the games. You got Asphalt 8 first. So guys, I just got done filming a comparison between the Oneplus and the Galaxy S8 Plus. Great matchup there. And you guys see a little bit faster on Oneplus. Now that's pretty surprising because the iPhone always really fast booting up the games. Alright, so we got weather next. And next up, we're going to do the Sony Xperia XZ Premium against the OnePlus. It's actually a phone I'm filming with right now, so let me know in the comments what you think of the quality. Alright guys, so a few more apps and then we're going to go on to Chrome. CBS Sports next. Once again, we have the OnePlus here. Another game, we got Temperanto. And this one, I'm going to go to iPhone. Alright guys, Modern Combat 5 now. Oh, and actually on the iPhone you do have to skip this. Should still be running in the background, but let's see here. Yeah, it looks like OnePlus would have still easily won this even if it had a bit earlier. Alright, so let's look at the AnTuTu benchmark score next. And very similar scores in both, so 185,000 versus 183. And look at the rankings so you guys see listed in first place. Alright everyone, so we got Chrome next. And gonna go to some new sites here. I did clear out the web history on both. First up, IGN.com. Okay, so it looks like OnePlus going to probably take this one, although the iPhone, okay, yeah, so OnePlus here. Next up, let's do OnePlus.net. And again, this one going to OnePlus. Apple.com. And once again, OnePlus here, so very impressed with the web history, with the web browsing on OnePlus. And let's just do a couple more, so Zelda.com next. Once again, OnePlus here. And final one, IMDb.com. Wow, so yeah, OnePlus, very impressive here with the web browsing. So next up, we got the camera speed. And as you guys may have noticed at the beginning, both these phones have dual cameras on the back. Now on the iPhone, you have both of them are 12 megapixels. On the OnePlus, one is 20, the other one is 16. And let's go ahead and open up the app. Alright, so a tad bit faster on OnePlus. For now, guys, we're just taking some pictures, but in the future, we'll be doing actual comparisons, videos, and photos. Alright, so snapping a few pictures here. Actually, let me make sure. Nope, I was off. Alright, so it looks a bit mixed, but I think the iPhone may be a tiny bit faster more often than not. But really, guys, not much of a difference at all here. So, fingerprint scanner next, both of them located right here on the home button. Now, this is definitely the best placement, so props to both companies for putting it right there. And guys, I think both the fingerprint scanners are excellent, extremely accurate, nearly 100% of the time. Although the iPhone, obviously a little bit slower here. Yeah, I think OnePlus probably the best fingerprint scanner for any phone on the market, with the possible exception of the Huawei. Alright everyone, so we're almost at the final test, very important multitasking test. But before that, let's run out the specs real quick for both phones. So, we have 5.5 inch screens, 1080p, although personally I think the quality is a little bit better on the OnePlus, brighter screen. Now, front-facing camera on the iPhone is 7 megapixels, on OnePlus it is 16. And looking towards the bottom, so you see the fingerprint scanners right there. And then USB Type-C on OnePlus, lightning port on the iPhone. So yeah, I mean both these phones, same size screen, but a tiny bit smaller here for OnePlus. Both in terms of height and width. Now on the iPhone, unfortunately no headphone jack. On OnePlus you do. And then a look at the back. So you have metal designs on both of these. And two cameras, so 12 megapixels on the iPhone, 16 and 20 on OnePlus. So yeah, very nicely designed phones for both. Now in terms of internal storage on the iPhone, you have either 32, 128, or 256. On OnePlus, either 64, 128. Now, neither of these phones have micro SD card support. Battery on the iPhone, 2900 capacity. On OnePlus, 3300. We'll have comparisons of that in the future. 8th gen chipset, 3 GB RAM for the iPhone. And on OnePlus, either the, well, you do have the Snapdragon 835, but you get either 6 or 8 GB of RAM. Now, if you get the 6 GB model, then you get the 64 GB internal storage. If you get the 8 GB of RAM, then you get the 128 GB internal storage. Aside from that, the iPhone is water resistant, OnePlus is not. And also, the OnePlus is going to be a few $100s cheaper. Alright guys, so we got multitasking last. And let's go back towards the beginning. So again, we have 3 GB RAM versus 8. Let's see how they stack up. NBC News first. Okay, so yeah, a little faster here on the OnePlus. You see it just reloaded on the iPhone. And keep in mind, guys, on the iPhone they do show a picture at first, so be very careful to watch for when it actually loads. Alright, iFunny. So you're gonna see right here on the iPhone, it should be a little refresh. Actually, maybe not. Usually they do refresh, but this time they did not. So pretty good there. YouTube. Now this one does typically refresh on both. So yeah, a little faster there on OnePlus. eBay. OnePlus. Temple Run 2. Now guys, this is very interesting. This game does refresh on the OnePlus the last few times it did it. Very strange because the other stuff does not seem to reload. But obviously this one does go to the iPhone. Asphalt 8. So yeah, this one not reloading on OnePlus. Alright, clock. And be very careful to watch for the time right there when it changes. Actually, never mind. These are alarms, so it doesn't really make a difference. Photos. Okay, so OnePlus by a bit there. CBS Sports. Chrome. Yeah, multitasking on both these phones is doing very well. Camera. Okay, so I think a little faster on OnePlus. AnTuTu benchmark. Alright guys, and final one, Modern Combat 5. Now if you guys remember, this one did not fully load up at the beginning on the iPhone, but did just load up there. But yeah, great time for both, near phone refreshing. So now for the final results. Now keep in mind guys, the iPhone is a little bit older, it's 9 months old at this point, although it's still the best iPhone on the market. Whereas the OnePlus is brand new. But guys, that said, I thought the OnePlus did an exceptional job during this test. Really, in all aspects, I thought it did very well. Now, the iPhone did win some categories, but overall, I think this one does go to the OnePlus. Regardless, though, there's still a lot more testing to do, including camera tests, battery life, and more. Now, if you haven't already seen the speed test with the Galaxy S8 Plus against the OnePlus 5, definitely just checking it out. Also going to be comparing the OnePlus 5 against virtually all the major smartphones on the market. So next up, we got the Sony Xperia XZ Premium phone filming with right now. Now guys, if you want to help support the channel and see more OnePlus 5 videos in the future, as well as iPhone 7 Plus and all the other major phones, you can press in the top left corner to subscribe. Or if you want, you can watch another video right now by clicking in the bottom right. Alright guys, thanks again for watching.